Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor, led the Brussels charge efforts to force a stark U-turn in the Prime Minister's negotiating strategy in a last-ditch effort to avoid a no-deal Brexit. Ms. Merkel insisted the offer proposed by Jean-Claude Juncker, the European Commission President, should be seriously considered by MPs. Mrs. May is currently in Strasbourg, where she will meet Mr. Juncker for 11th-hour talks ahead of Tuesday's meaningful vote. After weekend negotiations, the Prime Minister put an EU compromise offer to her cabinet but saw the deal, which was formed out of Michel Barnier's Friday pitch, rejected. Speaking to reporters in Berlin, Ms. Merkel said, "I think with that a very important offer has been made to Britain and now it's up to Britain to respond to these offers. We want a good partnership with Britain and will do everything to achieve that." Tomorrow's Commons vote will be Mrs. May's second attempt to secure the support of MPs for her draft EU withdrawal agreement. Brexit news. Angela Merkel urges UK MPs to support Syria's offer from EU. Image Getty. In January, the Prime Minister suffered an emphatic defeat by a margin of 230 votes as politicians rounded on her plans. German Finance Minister Olaf Scholz told reporters in Brussels today, "Everyone in Europe is prepared for a Brexit with an agreement on a Brexit with no deal, but the better choice would be to have the support from the British Parliament to the agreement that has been found between the British government and the Commission." He added, "I am absolutely sure that there has been a lot of work on the agreement that has been reached and it is a great success that we got there. In the end, I think it is something that could be accepted. Many of the problems are something in the mind of people but not in reality." Meanwhile, Brussels sources have revealed that EU leaders have no faith in the Prime Minister's ability to convince MPs to support any compromise that she delivers on the Irish backstop. Senior diplomats and officials are becoming more reluctant to come to Mrs. May's rescue by considering further concessions because of her unstable domestic position. A source familiar with the Brexit negotiations said, "Leaders have no faith that anything they can give May will hold now or in the future." During the bleak meeting, EU 27 ambassadors were also debriefed by Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, on the talks across the weekend. They were told Mrs. May was on the verge of agreeing a compromised Brexit deal only for cabinet to strike down the possibility. Mrs. May tonight will work on a unilateral statement that is designed to help Attorney General Geoffrey Cox alter his previous warning that the backstop could endure indefinitely, according to an EU diplomat. The talks will see the Prime Minister pushing the red lines set by the Irish government. If Mrs. May can agree a text with Brussels, she will also endorse a joint statement outlining both the UK and EU's intention for the backstop to be temporary. Talks are expected to run late into the night, with meetings also arranged with EU Parliament Brexit coordinator Guy Verhofstadt.